Hey, what's up, hooligans? Jay Hooligan here.
Hooligan V.
And welcome to another edition of our live lunch. Unfortunately, today we're doing a pre-recording, thus the headphones and thus the different look that we've got here. We got something going on today, so hopefully you'll still enjoy this. We are talking about... Go ahead.
Anime live actions.
Yes. Okay,
Wait,
so...
hold on. Some are good, some
Yeah, you good? You good? You good? Alright, so before we even get into that, make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that like button down below. Make sure, subscribe. Just freaking subscribe.
Are you wearing a t-shirt?
I am wearing a t-shirt. So outside of that, if you want to support what we're doing, you can support us at patreon.com/hidehooliganfilms, or you can go to thewanderingkillsman.com/shop and buy one of our RPG IRL shirts or one of our Wandering Killsman shirts. I'm not wearing an RPG IRL shirt. I'm wearing a Wandering Killsman shirt today, which is a Got Woods. So, yeah.
It's like, I was gonna say something about your shirt and then I forgot.
Yeah, that's actually a Wandering Killsman.
Wandering Killsman merch.
Yeah, Wandering Killsman merch and RPG IRL, which is still all the same.
You can follow on Instagram to see some of their shirts.
RPG IRL, yep.
At RPG_IRL.
I think it's one of those.
RPG IRL.
You'll find it. You'll see.
T-shirts and lots of shirts, images.
Absolutely. So any of the shirts that we've been wearing throughout all our live shows, you can see. That you'll notice it. You'll know it. All right. So today we actually have a special guest on here. Three special guests. I'm sorry. We have Gamers of the Weeb, which is my brother's crew, and you guys introduce yourselves.
What is up, guys? This is Tetra from Gamers of the Weeb.
I am Bunfu from Gamers of the Weeb.
And I am Whiskers from Gamers of the Weeb.
All right, so welcome, guys. Thanks for coming on to our live lunch.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, so to talk about that. So just give us a little bit about what you guys do, because obviously it's gamers, and obviously you're weebs. So if you guys got a profile, let us know what that is, and then just what do you guys do?
Yeah, so we have basically all the socials. We started off on YouTube. Just look up Gamers of the Weeb, and most people don't know how to spell Weeb. I'm pretty sure it's up there right there, but it's WEEB. Yes, Gamers of the Weeb. You look at it for Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and we've been mostly on Twitch for the past couple months. We just hit affiliate last month, so
nice.
So that's all that fun stuff there. So you can catch us there. It's usually switches between the three of us. If I'm not streaming, Whiskers is streaming. If not, then Bumfu's streaming. So definitely check out all our socials. Definitely follow us on Twitch. We definitely need more followers, and we try to do stuff with our viewers, but we need more viewers.
So I don't know. Yeah, so we hit the filmmaking side. They hit the gamer side. That's essentially what it is. So yes, today's topic. Live action anime. Live action. So obviously we are, you guys are weebs, so you know what anime is.
You have to really explain it.
If you're on this one, you should know what anime is, absolutely. But a live action is essentially an adaptation. So, like, was it a couple weeks ago we did video game adaptations for live action video game adaptations.
I would say video game live action adaptations. And we have video games. And then you have video game movie adaptation.
Correct. So video games first, and then they made movies off of this. So this is obviously anime created into live action using real people. So I guess how should we start this?
Well, I think. Oh no! All the movies are just coming to me. I was gonna start with Attack on Titan.
Yeah. Okay. Have you guys seen Attack on Titan yet?
Yes, I have seen both.
There was a second one. There's
a second one?
Oh my god!
Yes, there's a second one.
Part 2, yeah.
There's a part 2.
Yeah.
So part 1. Oh my gosh. I mean, story-wise, they did pretty good.
Well, story-wise, it's kind of already there, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's like they kind of kept to the story. Just the character. I guess the character design for the live action, just you couldn't tell who was who until they said their name, and they don't say their names very often.
You mean Armin wasn't blonde? It was a European blonde.
Did they use
Crazy.
No.
They use
I
all
know, right?
Asian
They
people again?
used all Japanese
Well-
people for it. It was
Yes.
it was ridiculous. You could not tell. Yeah.
Who was who?
Yeah.
And there's nothing to say like that Asian people all look alike, but
Well, no, it's
Dang.
just they were specifically supposed to be like certain. Like, was it like Irvine like supposed to be Irvine's supposed to be
Japanese?
German or something?
yeah, that's why I said they're not European. You can't tell that they're not European.
Nope.
I guess. Well, yeah. It's
But then again,
Hmm.
I mean, if you think about it, like in U.S., like some of the adaptations that we make, like Milan or whatever.
Dude, we're gonna
Not Milan.
we're gonna get into that one later.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into the American adaptations yet. We're talking about
Oof.
Japanese.
Okay, yeah, Japanese.
Oh,
all right,
no.
let's stick to that.
I
then.
think it's trying to think like they're harder on Americans for not giving the right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So just sticking to first of all, obviously since anime had originated in Japan, and obviously China's getting their hands in it. Korea's been getting their hands in it. But Japanese anime, do they call it Japanime? Does anybody call
No,
it?
they just
Wow.
They just call it anime,
They just
right?
call it anime. Yeah.
Right. That's like saying like, oh, if you go to France, do they call it French fries or just fries? same sort of idea, right? Yeah, so it originated in Japan, so their adaptations are obviously going to be mostly casted as Japanese. But yeah, Attack on Titan, who, from what I remember of this movie, I called it actually when the trailer came out. I was like, oh, this is gonna look terrible if they try to do day shots, unless they're gonna try to hide it behind atmosphere. So atmosphere or high contrast like night or darker areas. And sure enough, they did. In the trailer, if you watch the trailer, at least the teaser when they first came out, it was very dark, and which is funny because don't they sleep when it's dark and they don't attack when it's dark?
Yeah. I think
So
it's
there was-
probably-
It was a little different for it, but again, I was like, oh, because they made it that way, that was to hide a lot of the downsides to the VFX, because the VFX wasn't quite there,
I just-
not like quite an Avenger level.
Yeah, it didn't look great.
Yeah, but what do you think? You're our pretty much resident artist for Gamers of the Week. What did you think about the?
I
The-
kind of remember everything about the movie. I just know that I did not like it.
Same.
To me, it felt like it was rushed, and like the effects weren't there, and you didn't know who was who. I was confused majority of the time.
That's not your
Yeah.
usual state, though, is it?
Depends on the gamer playing.
I guess
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. I'm just
Yeah,
poking fun.
it's just
Yeah.
the only thing that I did like about it was that the Titans. I did like the Titans, like when the ones that were like the main ones. Those were cool.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, they didn't look too bad, but the integration, I think, is what was getting me.
The CG
yeah.
was kind of.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, the integration of the VFX on there. Yeah, Attack on Titan.
Yeah, that's. I don't even remember if I watched the second one. Whiskers, what was the second one like? Just refresh my memory real quick.
I think we did see it, didn't we?
Well, you said you saw it.
Yeah,
Wait,
because
did I go? Did I go with you?
I don't even know. 'cause I
Wait,
remember
wait,
I saw both-
I think I remember. I think I went with you, and Bunfu wasn't here. I think she was either in the Philippines or something. And
Actually, no, that was Tokyo Ghoul when she was at the Philippines.
okay, that's Tokyo Ghoul. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Did they do a live action of Tokyo Ghoul, or is it just
They
an anime
did.
movie?
They
No,
did.
no.
Yeah,
They
they
did.
did.
They did a live action.
Well, okay, you guys are gonna have to tell us about that one because I mean I've seen the cosplays. I didn't know they actually made a live action. So how was that one?
Well, for me, since I never saw the anime, I actually did enjoy the live action because
Okay.
Tetra and Bunfu always talked about. I think they said season 1 was so slow or something like that. That it's I don't know. I haven't watched
Season
season
one-
1 myself.
Yeah,
But
season
I
one was
did enjoy
slow.
I did enjoy the anime. I mean the movie though. For me, I did enjoy it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the anime too, because was season 1 slow? I mean, it was kind of slow.
I didn't finish.
I think it
was
was season. I know. I'm trying not to do spoilers for it, but season 2, because they did season 1, season 2, then they did the weird one where it was like jumping ahead of time, right? They did like a whole spin off as a season 3, right?
Yeah, I haven't gotten that far. I only watched up to
Don't watch
season
that one.
2. Yeah.
I haven't finished it. It looks terrible, and it's.
And I think there's like a 4th season of something else, I think, too, of it. So I think they're trying to go back or something. I don't know.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, so there's quite a lot of for Tokyo Ghoul, but the movie and the anime they kind of match up, but I didn't. If you watch the anime in English, you can see how whiny Kenichi. Oh wait.
Wrong one.
The main character.
Yeah.
You see how annoyingly like whiny he is
Was
in the
he
English
like that
version.
in the anime though? Like just
In
even
the-
in the
yes, in-
Japanese
in-
version?
No, not in the Japanese version. Not as whiny. I mean, he would cry here and there because
Still whiny.
he's kind of losing his humanity. But yeah, it wasn't as like super whiny. Like, but
Okay.
in English,
So he's
oh
even
my god,
more
so-
whiny.
It's because he's a man.
yeah.
He's a man,
So
man.
now it's a man, man.
Oh,
no,
you're a male.
man,
Just kidding.
no,
Take it back.
so the live action though, unfortunately he embodied the English voice acting of it, and he was like super whiny, and he was just super weak even when he turned and everything. I was just like, oh my gosh, like and then I had forgotten most of what happened, but I think if I remember, because I started rewatching season 1 again, and yeah, the movie did follow most of season 1, so
Okay. Oh, so they just try to do like a full like season 1 then.
yeah,
For the
in
movie.
the
Okay.
Yep.
I don't know if I'm
they
gonna bring
took-
myself to see it.
it's not bad. The visual effects are awesome,
But it's also not good.
it's also not good because
If
of
you
the
want
whining.
my rating, it's more like a rental, honestly.
Yeah,
Straight to
I'll
DVD.
go with
Gotcha.
that. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Straight to VHS. That's what it was supposed to be.
Actually, because that didn't sound like it was too bad. Ex Machina, right? That was a live action.
Ex Machina was not based off of an anime.
It wasn't. I thought Ex
No,
Machina
no.
was an
Ex
anime.
Machina. It took elements of more
I
like
think-
comic book style, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it was an actual anime that they had.
I think they made the anime afterwards. If not,
Oh.
If not, it was based off of a game turned to live action, turned into an anime, I think, or
Gotcha.
something like that. I have to look that up again, but I think it was something along the lines of that. So
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. So those are
So-
yeah, Tokyo Ghoul, Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Did they ever make a live action of Naruto? I was just thinking about that.
Okay, so they've made fan made
Yeah, fan made ones.
ones, which some of the fan made ones are pretty cool.
Fan made's different.
they're
than
pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Them
Yeah,
actually.
fan-made-
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah, fan made ones are pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
who did I just watch?
Yeah.
Somebody redid or did a new scene. So I know the old one that I watched was like Naruto versus Rock Lee, and then I'm trying to remember. Yeah, that was an old video. That was one of the first ones that I saw, and they did pretty good. And then I think it's the same group. They did another one, but I just watched it the other week and I can't remember. I watched parts of it because we were leaving,
Mm-hmm.
and but I think there's another one out that looks really really good. Same thing, fan made. Some of those fan made ones are pretty good. Just like some of the Dragon Ball. Right, the Dragon Ball ones. I know that. I won't get into that one yet because that's American
Yeah.
adaptation. But yeah,
We'll get into the bad later, so we're going to the good first.
Yeah, we'll go with the good
Oh,
first.
we started with Attack on Titan. That wasn't good.
Well, it wasn't a good, but it's still Japanese. It come from Japan and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay, so other live actions. I know my favorite. I have my favorite, but what other live actions are out there? The
Full
Japanese
Metal
versions.
Alchemist.
Which one?
Did they make a Full Metal
Full
Alchemist?
Metal
one?
Alchemist. Netflix.
Yes, they made a Full Metal
got
Alchemist.
the
I
got the
forgot
right to it.
about that.
Yeah, it's Full Metal Alchemist. I really love how they did Alphonse and Edward arm and leg. Those were really good.
But was
But
that a
everything
Japanese
else-
version?
Yeah, it
Okay.
was. Yeah, it was Japanese version. But
Okay.
everything else, I just couldn't get into. But I did love Alphonse details because it looked like a real armor. And of course, Edward's arm and leg was also the same thing. That's the only thing that I like about the movie.
The
Everything
auto
else,
armor?
I'm not sure. Yeah, the auto. But everything else, one time watch. That's it. Not going back.
Throw it on mute. Is that what it is? Just watch some visuals. Fast forward to the
Yeah.
fights. Is that what it is?
Yeah, basically.
I got you.
Yeah, I didn't watch that one, but one live action that I really enjoyed and also Tetra really enjoyed was the Rurouni Kenshin one.
Yes.
Yeah,
That one-
That's my favorite.
That one is really, really
Hearing
nicely
about
done.
those, yes.
It follows the story. It has 3 parts to it, so there's 3 movies of them, and each of them like follow the story, follow the anime, and it's really, really nicely done.
That's
So that is something I would highly recommend watching.
Cool.
That's
Well,
I
the
like to
third
make
one's
a-
not out yet.
Are you sure? Someone was saying that it was already out, so they might be making a 4th. I'm trying to remember because it's like
Isn't
I
it
keep
4? Is
feeling
it
like
4?
they were. I keep feeling like, yeah, it's like was it 2? Was it 3? It's like well, follow. You know, like I think there
okay.
was 3 already out. You know what? I'm
I
gonna
think
look it
there's
up.
3.
I'm gonna look it up. Like how many
Um,
Rurouni Kenshin? And oh, you know what? If I do that, it might do anime movies,
Well, didn't
and
they
that
do
might be.
a live action a long time ago too?
The final
The
is coming out in
final
2021.
is coming out this year. That's what I just
Yeah.
saw too.
Okay.
But they're Rurouni Kenshin.
Yeah, that was
Yep.
a while.
There's
ago.
3. Yeah, there's 3.
So there are 3. Is that including the
So-
final one?
No, that's
So what? There was
wait.
3 first, and then
And then
the
live
final one is coming out this year.
Wait, hold on.
Is that not correct? I wish it would
There's a
be a
two-
little more
okay.
straightforward.
Hold on. Let me see what this one is. This one. Oh. No, this is gonna be the 4th movie.
So it
This
is
is
a
one
fourth.
2000. Yeah, so it is a 4th. It says 2012, 2014 came out with 2 and 3, and then the final is gonna come out in 2021.
Gotcha.
Wow,
Okay.
they put out 2? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I could have sworn
Yeah.
that they had 2 of them or 3 of them already out when you said that, and I was like, oh, I swore there was a 3rd, and I was like, okay, maybe I was mistaken. They just had the 2. But yeah, Rurouni Kenshin is one of my favorites. That is my favorite live action Japanese version because even though I mean I can look past a little bit of the types of looks they have for the characters, where like the dude with the bandages, you know, where it looks
Yeah,
kind of
uh-huh.
hokey. Like I
Yeah.
I get them trying to do that, but the action was on point. You know, the story was on point. Even a lot of the cinematography in that thing, like the colors and the look of that was fantastic. You know, but the action was what got me because it looked like they did use wire work on there, but it looked like
Yep.
you were watching an anime, like a real live action anime. One
Yeah,
of my
I
favorites.
agree with that.
Yes, I agree. It was so nicely done.
Yes,
I'm
Rurouni
glad you
Kenshin.
guys have favorite live
Yeah.
action anime movies because a lot of the ones that I've watched are kind of
Not good.
Which ones have you watched? Are you talking about Japanese anime live actions or
I was-
American live actions? If
Well-
you've only seen American live actions, I get where you're coming from.
I swear I saw the live action for Death Note, but I can't remember which one it was.
Wait,
They did
which one? The
Wait,
Japanese
wait,
one or the
wait.
Netflix
See, that's what I'm
one?
saying. Yeah,
It was an older one. That's all I remember.
The older one. If it's the older one, then it was the Japanese one because the
The
Japanese,
Japanese
one came
ones.
first, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
there's a
Yeah.
Japanese live action series.
You see?
Then they have a live action movie.
It was a series before they decided to make it into a movie. They just decided to grab all the parts and put it into an
Yep.
actual movie.
Pretty much.
Yeah. But it was still
Um,
great me though.
Because I watched.
It
I
was-
think I watched that one. What's that?
It wasn't a series first. The original Death Note, it was like a lot. It was one of the ones I watched a long time ago before they made the series. It was like one of the original Death Note. That one is like there's 2. I believe there's 2, and there's another one that's called like L's Story or something like that. And it connects. Those 3 connect to each other, and that one is a really good one. I haven't watched the series of it yet.
Wait, you mean L's
and-
Final Moments?
Which one? I don't
L's
remember
final
what.
moment. I think that's the third one you're talking about because it's the first two Death Notes and then L's final moment when since he put his name into the Death Note that he was going to die to prove that Kita was Light Yagami.
Yeah.
So are you gonna say spoilers first, or are you just
Yeah,
gonna
that was a
spoil it for
spoiler.
everybody?
Sorry, my bad.
I mean,
my
it's
bad.
been out for a while, so how much?
It has been.
Spoiling? Like,
I
You haven't seen it.
don't get me wrong. Yeah, I mean, because I don't remember. See, I thought the series came out first and then the movies, but if the movies came out first and then the series, because I'm only halfway through the series and then they took it off Netflix, so I was actually kind of mad.
I mean, if you want to borrow it, I have the series.
Yeah,
Do you?
there you go.
Okay.
Wait,
I didn't know they
are you
got
talking about the anime
Wait,
series. Or
the
live
anime
action?
series or-
live
yeah.
action.
The live action series, dude.
Oh,
See, because I didn't know they had a
live.
live action. I had no idea they had a live action. So, but yeah, I think I only watched the Japanese version of it and like garbage. Like,
So the oldest one was 2006.
like,
Yeah,
okay.
that's the one that's really good.
Yeah.
That's the good one.
Was that the good one? Maybe I watched the horrible one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I might have
It's
watched
got
the English version.
7.7.
Okay, maybe I watched. Yeah, maybe I watched the incorrect.
I think this was the only one that I liked out of all the anime live action movies. Then
Okay, so you
Yeah,
watched
this one was the one that was really good.
Okay, you watched the Japanese one. I watched the English one, and I'm like, this is terrible. Yeah, that.
Yeah,
I
the
missed.
English one is horrible.
And I think that was before I knew there was a Jap. Yeah,
The English live.
Yeah, I think that was before I realized that there was a there was a Japanese version because I was like, oh, everyone keeps talking about Death Note, and I threw it on and I was like, this is absolutely terrible. People are dumb. So yeah, it was probably because I looked at the actors. I'm like, no, that's not the one that I watched. I was like, oh,
The English adaptation is what it was, an adaptation, and it wasn't the quote unquote real story. I'm like, that don't you're using the
only
same
reason-
name.
yeah.
No, the only reason why I watched
my
the
goodness.
American Netflix Death Note was because of the guy, the actor who played the Green Goblin from Spider-Man. That was
Yes.
the only reason why I watched it.
Oh yeah,
He
when
did
played
play
as
a really
Ryuk.
good part. Yeah, he played a really good Ryuk.
You Willem Dafoe?
Yeah, that was the
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was the only
Willem.
like good thing about
Yes.
that.
Willem.
I just hear it in my headset like.
But yeah, the 2006 Death Note is the one that's really really good.
Okay, I gotta watch that one then. I do gotta go back to that one.
Yeah. So if we're gonna kind of segue into like,
Yeah,
the English,
Let's segue into the crappy English.
Wow.
adaptation.
Okay, name me a
Oh,
good
oh.
American live action anime from America. Name me one.
Are we talking about
Maybe one.
like? Does the Last Airbender count?
No,
Yes.
It's the only one.
Because we
Which
don't
one?
talk about that one.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Except
there's
for on
reasons
here.
why we don't talk about that one. No. All right, so yeah, okay, so there was the
Takes
the
10
live
minutes.
action of just finish up with Death Note, right? Which
Yeah.
I was just like, this is the dumbest thing. From what I remember, he was another whiny character and like just dumb. Did they introduce L in that one? I don't
Yes.
even know. They
Yeah.
did,
yes.
right? And I'm like, I don't know. For some reason, I kept thinking it's like, they call him L because he's a loser, or just I don't get it. Like that's yeah, it was just kind of weird. But yeah, that was the one they did the whole carousel wheel, right? The carousel wheel.
Yeah.
scene.
Yeah,
Yeah, that one was absolutely
yeah, that's
horrible.
the one.
How
it was-
terrible it is, I don't remember anything about that film other than that carousel scene, and I watched it. That's all that I remember about it. I did a whole data dump. Sorry, I did a whole data dump on that thing. Yeah. No.
Yeah. He was whiny. He was a crybaby, and I wanted to hurt him.
Yeah, for somebody with a
I'm pretty
god
sure you
complex, it's like it's a very weak god. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like so whiny. I'm just like, why? Why are you so whiny? Stop it. That's not how light is.
yeah, he was supposed to
Yeah.
be like an intelligent dude. You know, he was kind of popular too. He was supposed to be like almost the exact opposite of the loser. Like L. He's supposed to be the
Yes.
opposite of that. He's supposed to be a popular dude. Yeah.
Yeah,
Careful, man.
he's smart. He's
Always been
intelligent.
right, isn't
He like he outsmarted Light outsmarted L,
Mm-hmm.
and in the Japanese one, like until like and then in the end, yeah. But it was just the American version was just so bad. Like I had a hard time watching, and it was so cringe for me, and I was just like, no, never again.
I'm glad I haven't watched that.
Yeah, like I said, that was everyone was like,
You
everyone's talking
wanna-
about Death Note. Sure, let me go watch it. It's like, heh. It's terrible.
Hey, you want to torture a weeb? You show them. That's one of the movies you show them.
Tie him to
The
a
other
chair.
ones.
Yeah,
There
the
are
other one.
ones.
The other one.
Let's go back in time. Which one first? Either DBZ or
It wasn't even DBZ.
it wasn't even
just
DBZ.
Dragon
it
Ball.
was Dragon Ball or Last Airbender. Which one are we going into first?
Oh
God.
We'll start with the one that really shouldn't be mentioned, which is Dragon Ball.
Well, honestly,
Dragon
they
Ball.
both shouldn't be mentioned. That's a whole other side. All right, so
Watched
Dragon
it,
Ball.
so I know
If you
nothing
compared
about
the both, Dragon Ball will be the worst.
True.
no.
I mean,
But at least they tried to. Well, no, both of
The
them
trailer
tried to
looks
stick
good.
to the stories.
no.
Not
I don't-
really sticking to the story, but sort of.
Last Bender at least tried to stick
Yes.
to the story, but Dragon Ball was just like, what the heck are you doing?
Mismatch
Yeah,
of,
exactly.
Of like crap. That's what-
Everything, like from everywhere, from like pushing like GT, and I'm like, what are you? What?
Oh, that's right. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And there's just like,
Yeah.
so much that I just
Yeah.
my brain says no, don't remember.
I know it's like I've blocked out so much of it. I'm like, oh
Unleash
yeah, I
the
forgot
memory.
about that. Oh,
I
man.
remember-
I'm glad I never watched it.
I remember because I watched a
What's the trailer?
The trailer was fine.
The trailer's
trailer's
fine.
I want to watch it.
Same thing with Last Airbender. The trailer looks fine. It's not the
It's a
trailer.
trap.
That's the problem.
Not the
It's a
trailer.
trap. It's a
It's a
lie.
The cake is a lie. No, but yeah, Dragon Ball. I remember that. I remember they did an interview or something. They said that it was evolution because that was the name.
It's
Dragon
just
Ball Evolution,
Like,
and it's
Evolved from
not
what?
supposed. Yeah, it's like from
Evolved
the
from
old
crap.
Dragon Ball. Yeah,
Wow.
right.
Evolved from dragon poop. It's like-
Pretty much. And even if you evolve from Dragon Poop, it's still a poop monster. So
Yeah.
Polish
yeah,
that
that was,
turd.
that was. Yeah, you can't. You're gonna polish that turd as much as you want. It's not gonna be anything better. It's
this
like,
is an American Dad. It's not made of jewels and gold and.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! I'm trying to I'm trying to remember more about it because it's like they try to do the high flying, like the air battles, and then didn't he like finally learn a Kamehameha at the end or something like that? It's like
At
he
the
didn't
end.
know it.
Yeah, at the end.
So
And
yeah,
he
it's
was in
like-
high school.
Yeah,
He was in high school, not a kid.
yeah.
And then Chi-Chi, I mean,
Chi-Chi's a
She-
character for anyone who doesn't know. It's like we're not saying.
I'm
Anyway.
trying to, yeah, sh- it,
That's how
ah,
Brain cells. Brain cells.
Yeah, exactly.
bad.
getting destroyed again. Just trying to think about it.
Trauma. This is like remembering traumatic experience, just like sitting there rocking, like, oh my god, evolution. No. But yeah, I mean, like at least they try to add in Piccolo. Did they make him an alien? They still made
Yes.
him an alien. They were
Yeah.
not, or they make him
Still
an alien,
made
not a
him.
demon.
He looked like a demon, but he was still an alien.
Which I'm okay with. I'm okay with that. But it's like they did the whole like sealing, right? They try to seal him in the little mystical pot.
Yeah, because
Right.
that's what they did in Dragon Ball. Well, they were supposed to do something like that because
Yeah.
but that's he was supposed to have been split in two,
Yeah.
and that's where
Kami came from.
Kami and Piccolo are like two in the same person, but
hmm Yeah, it's such a
Yeah.
weird.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, moving on. Last Airbender.
Oh gosh. Takes me 10 minutes to bend something.
And bend. It's like,
Like awkward silence while the person's waiting to get hit by water or whatever it is, whatever element that they have.
yeah, it's like I'm an
I'm gonna
Airbender.
make this look flashy.
I'm right next to you,
Yeah,
bro.
I wasn't a real fart. It's like,
No, it wasn't a real one. But you
I'm
went
an
like this.
Airbender.
And
Sorry. No. Yeah, that thing is.
I think that's warm
Just
airbending.
Yeah, warm air.
Just no.
It's still airbending.
Just
Well,
no.
there is blood bending.
There is bloodbending.
There's
that's
bloodbending, so I mean,
I thought that was cool.
Yeah, so methane
Is that in the
bending.
movie?
wafting.
They did not show it in the
They're
movie.
wafting.
Wouldn't it be called
They
wafting?
mean wafting. Yeah.
Not airbending, it's
Air
wafting.
wafting.
Air wafting.
Oh my goodness.
Did
All
they
right.
airbended a burp?
That's a different one. Yeah, it's different end. Now the ultimate technique
Yeah.
is for both ends. So it is. Just one big explosion of power. Anyways, this is off topic. But this is the types of things that we talk about when movies suck, just to make them more interesting. But yeah, here's 10 minutes of this move to actually, bend anything, whether it be fire, earth, or whatever. It's like,
Bad guy sitting there like,
yeah. Excuse me. Oh, what was that? What was the anime, brother? What was that anime we used to watch? Like, your name is too long for your ultimate move. That was Ishin Saga. Ishin Saga DT. And he's like, super ultimate spinning crane. He's like, it's too long, and he just kicks him in the groin.
Yeah.
So keep your special names shorter. It's like, oh man.
Whiskers, you need to finish that, man. You only watched the third episode where that
I
happened.
think, yeah, where he lost
only
one of
one?
his.
Oh yeah.
That's where I stopped.
One of
That's
his
where I
Dragon
stopped.
Balls.
Yep.
Eric Salmon lost what?
Oh, I want to watch it again. It was so funny.
Such a great, you gotta finish that one.
which one?
Ishin Saga.
Yeah.
I think I tried to make you watch
No,
that one.
I don't think I've watched that one.
It's the one it's the typical like he gets sucked into a game, but he's like. it's like more
Those are called
realistic.
those are called isekai. So it's
Isekais,
an isekai. Yeah, so you get trapped in another world, but you're from like this world or this time and stuff.
Yep.
So
And
Maybe you
then
did. I'm only remembering the overly cautious hero.
yeah, that one was pretty funny too.
did the girl
What's
the
your
goddess
name?
try to come on to him and like
He's like,
threw her?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
that's
mean, okay, that's a little bit more of a tangent.
that's totally off topic on that, but yeah, we go on and on about that, but yeah, the same sort of idea in Last Airbender, but it's a live action where they're like, you don't see any like the one that always gets me that I remember is when the Fire Nations attack in the Earth Village, and you get everybody doing like the same kata, which again it looked great, but then it's like all of a sudden it's like, ha! And this piece of earth comes up and like slowly floats over. I'm like, what?
I can't move. Must dodge. No
we're
time.
Earth. We're strong. We're solid in the air, and just slow movement across the screen. I'm like, dude, you're not gonna defeat anybody with that.
It wasn't even slow mo. Like,
Yeah.
The footage wasn't slow mo. It's just their
Yeah.
move was slow mo.
Yeah, the move is well. Yeah, the
Maybe
it was
it's
great
heavy.
kung fu stuff. It
It's
doesn't matter. It's heavy.
It's like the
What is that? You're gonna die in 10 minutes.
like
Oh
Deadpool.
my
Like,
God.
where's Francis?
Yes.
I'm gonna kill you in 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's 5 minutes. It was
Zamboni.
5 minutes. Yeah, it's 5 minutes.
what's the thing called?
What, the
With the
steamroller?
Zamboni?
Oh, Zamboni. Yeah.
Zamboni.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's the type of thing. It's like,
Maximum
dude.
effort.
Oh, yeah. And
Um,
I don't know what it is. Like, I know his name is Aang, but I swear his name is Ong. Because of
no, that name, no.
what?
I
Ong?
hate that name, Ong.
Ong? Why's that?
Cause it's Aang.
Aang.
It's forever
Oh, okay.
Aang.
It reminds me of that Pets commercial.
Oh,
from
hey,
Japan.
Ong.
Oh,
I don't know.
like, hey, ong.
Yes.
Every time I heard it, it's like, okay.
It was
I
so
gotta show you that
cringe.
thing. It's so stupid.
So, okay, so just to clarify about this one, the Last Airbender is actually American anime.
It is an American
but
anime,
based
that's
off
right.
of a Japanese anime.
Mhm.
So, but
That's why I said, like, if it's a Japanese name, then it's not Aang, right?
Yeah,
it would be
it's
like
Ong.
Ong.
Is it Japanese or is it
actually it's Chinese.
Chinese,
I
right? It would
believe.
be
Because I
Chinese.
felt like the style in the Last Airbender was very like like more
Chinese.
Chinese.
Because
than
of kung fu.
Japanese.
Yeah. And it was based off of kung fu. You know. So,
Well, even
Yeah.
like the outfits, some of the
Mhm.
outfits, so their takes
Mhm.
on it.
so
Oh,
live
old school.
action.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like again having to dive back into that memory pool of horribleness.
So you're just in the corner.
Yeah, just sitting in the corner, like, excuse me. Oh, hold on, God, let me get into the mode.
I'm trying to think of another live action that I've seen, but I haven't seen a lot of anime live actions. Oh, but I did see that they made a live action for Erased. They made the series, but now I'm not sure if I want to watch it.
Yeah, or I call it Acid.
Yeah.
I need to rewatch. I think I need to rewatch that one.
Yeah,
So.
we just finished rewatching
It's
the anime.
really good. Like, honestly, I would play that one and Parasite all the time.
Did they do
Parasite
live
was good.
Oh,
I
it's anime.
think they did do a Parasite live action, but I gotta. I have to double check that one because
Yeah,
This Parasite the movie, the Korean
there's
movie
that
they made,
Korean one.
but
Yeah.
has nothing to do with the
Yeah.
anime.
No.
Oh, yeah,
that
that's different. That's
Korean, not Japanese. So
Well, no, she's
They
talking
did
about
do
the
a live
movie.
action.
Parasite. Yeah.
There was a movie called Parasite. It was
It
not
won
spelled the
awards
same.
at
It's
the Oscars, what, a few years ago?
yeah. So, but that
Yeah.
was like totally different. Had nothing to do with the anime, obviously. So, but it ended up winning a bunch of awards.
I think it was funny because we had just finished watching Parasite the anime, and then we heard about Parasite the movie, and
Like-
we're like, what is this?
They made one.
Oh,
It's
this is-
winning
isn't that-
awards.
But that movie's pretty good though too, on its own.
Yeah, they did a good job on that one.
I still
Anyways,
need to
but,
watch that. One. Yeah.
yeah, but the I don't know if they did a Parasite one, but I know we kind of
Yeah, they did.
They did.
Did they?
They did. It's on. If I remember correctly, I saw it on Crunchyroll.
Oh, okay.
But they had it, but I didn't get a chance to watch it.
Okay.
I want to watch
Did they
this
take it off?
really badly. But I don't know if I want to watch this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
It's
Why have you ruined my favorite anime?
yeah. Ara said
Odyssey.
it's erased.
Yeah, you keep saying that.
It's my Japanese version of it. Ara said. It
Even
works.
Your Japanese words. You say thank you, and you're like, you say it like this. And I was like,
Yeah. Well, that's like oh my god. Like the swords and just like it's Masamune. It's like Masamune. It's like
That's when you're telling me to say thank you, and I was like,
Mirasame. It's Mirasame and Masamune. Yeah. What was that? Sorry.
Remember, you were like, oh, say how to say thank you, like for the food, and
Mm.
I was like, eat a taki. What?
Itadakimasu.
Eat a taki, ma.
Eat a taki? No, not eat takis. It's not the same.
Takis.
Eat the taki. Mas? That's not Japanese. It's Spanish.
That was Spanish, and that translates very well for me.
Eat more takis. I got it. Yeah.
Problem solved.
Anyways, all right. So just going back on topic because again we moved away from. Oh wow.
That's how you know that's bad.
What's up?
And that's how you know how the bad movie is.
Yes.
Go off topic.
Don't want to talk anything about it because it's just so horribly made. Because I'm trying to remember even
Yeah.
the other characters in there. Yeah, the character development for that stuff was like meh, from what I remember, and like
It
not
wasn't-
just it was just the acting, right? The acting was just terrible.
Yeah, I mean, the grandpa, the old guy, he was probably the best
Yeah,
actor of all of them, but
From what I remember.
everybody else was kind of like, I don't remember his name. Is it Grandpa Iro? Iro? Is it Iro?
Hold on.
I forget.
Yeah, I forget the name now.
What did you pull up?
Anybody else who's watched, Last Airbender can, chime in.
Anybody?
Like pretty much said what you need to say.
Yeah, that's true, but
That it's horrible
Oh,
and should be in the far away
I'm-
and never to be brought back
Yes.
ever.
I'm so angry with how long it took for them to airbend, like, or to do any type of bending. Like watching that growing up, that was everything. And then watching this freaking movie just pissed me off. But you can see me rant.
It was so bad.
Why? I could
Yeah.
throw a rock faster than you can move that boulder. I'm good.
it probably hurt more too.
You're good.
Mhm.
All right. What other American live action? Because I know we missed one. I just saw it on the list. We got I don't think I watched it. It's always been on my list. But Blade of the Immortal. I forget how that because
made it?
the trailers look good on that one, but that's a Japanese version, Japanese live action.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah, it looks really good. If you watch the trailer for that one, brother, it looks cool. It reminded me of Rurouni Kenshin, but
Okay.
again, I think it had a little more character design to look more like anime. So that's the thing. It was like, okay, it looks like it, but is it? You know, like they go in a little deep in there. Yeah. So other American ones then, like
I didn't know that was an anime.
Alita,
Alita.
Battle Angel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an anime. It was a 2-part movie.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Back in like the 93,
Mm,
94?
something. I just know
Somewhere
it was
in like
older
early
anime.
90s.
Wow.
Yeah, it was early 90s when Alita came out, and then when that movie came out, I'm like, I was excited for it. So I actually made Bunfu watch the old school movies first.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then when we watched the
No,
movie, I'm like,
I enjoyed it.
yeah. And then when we watched the movie, I was like, wait, why did they change that? Wait, that's not how. Wait, it was like
Yeah, they did a lot
they
of
didn't.
changes to it, but
They added more stuff from the manga too. So I know that because when I went down to LA one time for the Alita experience when the movie came out.
mm-hmm.
They had kind of like an escape room, but it wasn't an escape room. But you had to do like all the little puzzles and stuff to figure stuff out and everything.
Mm.
And you
Okay.
did it in groups. So that was really fun. I got to know more a little bit about everything else and stuff like that. But um, I went into the bathroom of all places, and there's like big old like
Did you have
pictures
to
of
you have to
manga.
solve stuff to
Oh.
get out of it,
Yeah, right.
or is it to solve it to get into it because you had to go really bad?
Got to push this button and move this over, and
Don't push that button.
If you can't, you're like, I've been sitting here for like 2 hours. I still gotta go. I haven't figured out the puzzle. Sorry, please continue.
Yeah, no, but they had the manga style of all of that, like pictures from the manga of her in her battle gear for was it Blitzball or
Whatever they called it, I forget what they called it.
yeah, I forgot what it was called. Yeah, but no, I think Blitzball is from Final Fantasy X. Hold on.
I was
Yes,
gonna
it
say,
is,
wait,
actually.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's all. Like, wait, that doesn't sound right.
that's with Titus, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tidus and Waka were the main players.
You good there? You're still trying to figure out that puzzle? It's like,
Like, where is
it's
this
only gonna
puzzle
be
going?
just diet over here. It's fantastic.
Uh,
Good?
but the
Remember?
It's the worst escape room ever. Is that what you said? I gotta pee. Open it. It's too complex.
And you have to solve puzzles to actually get out of the place too.
Gosh. All right, so please go on Alita.
yeah. So, but a lot of the stuff they did keep in there, which I was actually really happy about. A lot of the small Easter eggs that they had in the actual live action movie
Mm-hmm.
from the original was good. I didn't like how they changed a couple things about the bounty hunter system, but I mean, if, for the sake of the movie, I'm pretty sure that's one of the reasons why they changed it. But
Yeah.
it was still, it was still pretty close to the two anime movies that they had.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed it. I thought they did really. That was one of I guess that is one of them that was an American version that they did really well with. I know they tried to do Ghost in the Shell. I didn't watch it. Trailers look like kind of iffy.
The visual effects on Ghost in the Shell were actually
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Story
Like it looked.
it didn't follow the anime almost at all.
No, I got very confused.
Yeah, there's a lot of confusion in that movie. I mean, for a standalone movie, if you've never watched Ghost in the Shell, the series or the few movies that came out with it, it's not bad. It's not bad, but at the same time,
It's
the
not
only
good.
reason why you would go see it is if you've watched it before, have some kind of it didn't match up very well.
Well,
At
from
least
what
not
I
mine.
remember, was it like even the anime a little confusing too? From
It
back in
was.
the day? Yeah, it was. It's
Mhm.
supposed to be a little bit about that. So, I mean, I get
Yeah,
that.
because they're trying to push the story along, and then it refers back to like the older episodes and stuff like that, and then it changed over. Well, the series that they had was kind of awkward too, because they didn't really shine light on much of the movies either.
Yeah.
So I'm like, when are you guys gonna reveal this? When are you guys gonna reveal that? When is this gonna be part? Yeah, there's just too many questions. So, and
Okay.
being in a futuristic setting it's actually you don't know what to expect and stuff like that, but they kind of shined a light on some of the things with, like augmentation, like body augmentation, so like because there's a few animes that do that too.
You went, huh?
So-
Like, oh, yeah.
Because when he said that, it reminded me of Pacific Rim, right? Is
Yeah.
another anime, or it came
Yep.
after?
The anime came
Yeah, it
after.
came after.
The whole.
Came after.
Yeah, with the series, I forget what it's called. It was The Black, I think it was called. Which we ended up watching close to when it premiered on Netflix. Well, I thought they did a pretty good job on that. But yeah, the whole idea of kaiju's and everything came from like the old MonsterVerse, and then you got the big mechs, which came from like the anime world. With like Robotech from way back in the day to Gundam and stuff like that. Like
Like,
Yeah.
Neon Genesis Evangelion. pretty
yeah,
much.
Evangelion. Yeah. All right, so I know there's probably other live action animes that we can talk about, but I wanted to move forward and be like,
Wait,
well,
there's one I do want to say. I don't know if it would count. What about Speed Racer?
okay, all right. Is that I mean, it's not
Forgot
really,
about that one.
I mean, it's more. That was more of a cartoon, right? It wasn't really anime.
But they did make a
No, that
movie
was
though.
anime.
They did make a
Yeah.
movie.
There was an, they did make a movie more like kind of like a Hot Wheels type of thing.
Yeah. The stylization for that movie was great. I thought the stylization for it really played to the cartoon style. And there are other movies that do similar to that, where they're playing towards the style, like, and I think that's why we made that separation too before, like how there's video games, movies, and then there's video game adaptations, and they kind of do the same sort of thing. Like, what was it, Kung Fu Hustle? Like they have an anime style of live action, but it's not actually based off of anything. But yeah, Speed Racer was based off of that cartoon, but the stylization for it was done really, really well.
Yeah.
A lot of people did. I think a lot of people were complaining like, "Oh, it just seems like kind of like childish or whatever." Like, dude, it's based off a cartoon.
The Speed Racer?
yeah, yeah.
Well, Speed Racer was
Never
an
heard of
anime.
some shit.
Was it considered an anime? Like I
Yeah.
said, okay, all right. Well, it's just another anime then. Because
It is
I
another
think
anime.
because from what I remember when they were showing it here in the U.S., they always had it like as like a cartoon sort of thing, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I get that.
I mean,
I get that.
on that, I mean, there's a bunch of like Big Hero 6 was an anime.
There's a comic.
I mean, even a
There's a
comic,
comic.
and then it's turned into an anime, and then also Thundercats, Voltron. Trying to go
Voltron,
back
the original
further.
Power Rangers.
Yes.
Yep.
Original Power Rangers. And then Astro Boy and
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Well,
didn't
they
they make an
did
Astro
do-
Boy movie?
They didn't make a live
Yeah.
action. It was an.
It wasn't
animation.
live action.
It was
Yeah.
like an animated
It's
movie.
3D
Okay,
animation is what they did
yeah,
for
that's
that
right.
one.
Okay.
You good there?
And then don't die.
Yeah. I will not die.
That's how angry you get.
What's that?
That's how angry you get talking about these live actions of this.
Yeah.
this- oh.
So since we're coming up on time pretty shortly, what I wanted to move into was ask, so what would you want to see a live action for? You know, it could be new anime, it could be old anime. Yeah, what kind of anime live action do you want to see? And we just go down
Demon
the
Slayer.
list. Yes. Yes.
Demon Slayer.
Got him started.
They would be able to make that into a live action, no problem. I think there was actually a couple people who did like fan made stuff already.
But you know damn well fan made stuff are always better when before the
Oh, I
movie
know.
comes out.
Right? What else? What else?
I actually do want to see like a good Naruto movie. live action,
Mhm.
like an actual movie. Maybe not even a remake of a movie that's already out, but something different and a different side story, so that's maybe a little bit more fresh. I mean, aside from that, if it's a newer anime, I'd probably say Fire Force would be a good one.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah, that might
that'd
be a
be
really
a
good
good
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be a
Yeah,
cool
'cause
one.
that's because you're working with like fire demons, so you're gonna have the fire special effects and stuff like that, or real people on fire. I mean, either or.
That Fire Force is so hot right now.
They have some people who do that.
Yeah, there are some people. We actually
Yeah.
saw one of them at the gym the other day.
Oh, they did. Yeah, all the fire. Oh.
No. The one guy who does firework as a stuntman. So
Nice.
he came out to the gym. We got to see him. I think it was last week or so.
That's cool. Nice.
What else? What other ones would you want to see?
A better version of Sailor Moon live action.
They do a version
I was
of
waiting for that.
They have a live action Sailor Moon. It is so badly done. I hate every moment of it. They don't even
you're talking
look
about
like.
the series?
Yeah, they have the series. It's a live action series of Sailor Moon.
Hold on.
What?
I
Oh,
remember that.
Hold on. Didn't we come up with an idea to do something like a Sailor Moon style, but it was like
Some guy.
Christmas, like, but with dudes?
Yeah.
Oh, I have that written down somewhere. That's it. Nothing to do with Sailor Moon, but like the style of their transformations and stuff. But then when they come out, they're like in skimpy outfits, but it's all dudes.
I would watch it.
That means
You
that
know?
means a live action of Kore wa Zombie Deska.
Oh
Yes.
God.
That would be funny. as
Or
hell.
Puni Puni Poemi or something. I don't know.
Oh Jesus! Funny, funny, funny.
That's so
Oh,
Yeah.
XL Saga.
Oh my goodness, dude.
All the really random.
Well, ever since the Detective Pikachu came out, I really love their style, how they did all the Pokemon. I wouldn't
Okay,
mind
yeah.
seeing another remake of Mewtwo Strikes Back.
Okay, yeah, and that's another one I could say like I think they did really well with.
Yeah.
For the live action on that. Man,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what I would want to see. Well, what would you want to see? You know, yet live action.
I thought I had it and I forgot it.
All right.
Well, I was thinking.
There's a couple of them that come to mind. Like for whatever reason, because we were talking about like Max and stuff. I was thinking Appleseed might be a really interesting one to see. That's an older one.
Yep.
I don't know if they'd be able to pull off like a Robotech. I really don't know if they
Kind of
would.
hard
be able
to do live action unless
It will probably be the
unless
ones
they
that
do it
created.
like how-
Sorry, what? Go
Go
for it.
ahead. What?
Oh, go ahead, dude. Finish.
Oh no, like mean the like for the robot ones. I mean, I will probably say if people the ones from Pacific Rim, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they could use that for the one that
Pacific Rim
yeah, for the robot ones, like for Appleseed you've been talking about right now.
or the Gundams
Yeah.
and stuff.
Well, because
Yeah.
that would be like much bigger. That's what I thought. Robotech or Gundam might be good for mimicking like Pacific Rim. But like Appleseed, that was smaller mechs, right? So that was like humanoid size,
Yeah.
a little bit bigger than humanoid size. From what I know.
It's like Aliens.
Yeah,
It's like the mover. Is
Yep.
what was it
the
called?
loader.
The little mech thing loader.
It was a loader. Yeah. What were you gonna say, B?
Well,
Yeah.
first of all, they should do a better Attack on Titan. Second of all, it's really off, but it's different from all the other like actiony ones. It's Your Lie in April.
Why you gotta do that?
Oh.
Why you gotta do that?
Oh.
I knew that
Why?
was gonna happen.
They did their call that. It's called My Girl.
Wow.
Have you not
We
seen
tech-
My Girl? Oh,
Oh.
them bees
man.
though.
Yes, we watched it together.
Bees.
Yeah, I might have made you one. But other live action ones I thought about. Ninja Scroll would be pretty cool to see. Those are all older ones, but newer ones.
Yeah.
What?
Helsing.
Hellsing live action of
Ooh.
Hellsing. Oh, that's good.
that would be cool.
That would be good.
That'd be
That'd be
good,
really
but
hard.
tough.
For the people.
Yeah, it'd have to be way darker because I know they did Van Helsing like movies and stuff like that, but I think it would have to be way darker. Like the contrast for the style would have to be like a Nightmare on Elm Street style.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
with very big contrast, a lot of
Yeah.
reds and blacks and stuff like that. But that would be kind of cool.
Dibs.
Because
wanna
they, yeah, because they, I was gonna say they made. I remember now they actually made a live action Blood Plus movie.
Oh,
It
that's
was like,
right. I forgot they
yeah,
did that. I didn't
yeah,
see it
that
though.
one. It was okay. The story was following the anime, but then it kind of took a weird turn, so it didn't follow it completely. So it was like the movie kind of went off on its own direction. So I was like, this is the fight scenes were great. You know, her progression of like being just like really wild to like now I'm a badass kind of thing. So
Yo, is
yeah,
it the whole like I don't try? I'm calling it the Ray syndrome. Like I don't have to train. I'm just good at this stuff. Like, it's
yeah,
dude,
a
that
little
the
bit of
transition from that is so dumb. I hate when they transition like I just happen to be good at all this stuff. I just found out about it, you know, like last week, but I can do massive things with it because I'm just that good. Like it's just ridiculous, dude.
yeah, because the anime started with Blood, then it went Blood Plus,
Yep.
and then I believe Blood Plus was 24 episodes. Well, wait, I forget. But I think they were kind of mixing in a little bit of from Blood Plus as well. So I'm like, that's why I was like, where is it going? Why is it going that far ahead? And yeah, so it was. I mean, again, fight scenes, you know, character development was at least a little bit better. But yeah, so that one was actually not that bad. So maybe if they redid that one,
Yeah, maybe. Like I said, I didn't get a chance to see that one, so I totally forgot that they did that, and I remember them advertising for that to come out.
Actually, speaking of that, like, it reminded me of Kill la Kill. That'd be cool to see like certain effects. The only thing about Kill la Kill is that it's very
Scantily clad.
yeah.
He's like,
But I
"I'm
mean,
sorry."
it's pretty cool how the outfits, you know, they
Yeah,
did
pretty
that.
cool because there's a lot of wind to it. Okay.
like just how it talks and stuff. That's interesting.
Oh yeah,
Perfectly
having it talk. Yeah, that would be interesting. How they
Probably
do
rated R.
it. Yeah.
for sure.
You know.
Oh yeah, I mean, even the anime. I mean, you got perfectly censored everything in there. So I mean,
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
Yeah, they
but
do.
that's yeah.
Uh,
Which reminds me because I was thinking of that too. Then again, those are Kill la Kill's a little more modern. Another one I would think would be kind of fun to do would be One Punch Man.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
You just gotta get that deadpan like.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Mhm.
But that one might be kind of fun to do. I wasn't sure if I wanted to see a live action of like My Hero Academia.
yeah,
That would be awesome.
it would be cool if they did it well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I wasn't sure how you would pull that off and do it. I know Bunfu was all over Zac Efron as it's like,
What?
as whatchamacall the angry whatchamacall she likes the angry
Bakugo?
Bakugo, yeah.
My
Zac
angry
Efron?
boy.
I don't know.
Angry boy.
Zac Efron
Have you
as
seen
Oh,
him
Bak-
now?
yeah. Huh?
I was like, have you seen how he looks like now? He's more like Aizawa or something.
No. Whoa. Okay. Dang. Dang.
He's attractive.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, anyway, so that's about our time. Thanks you guys for coming out for this. Go and do one last outro. Let us know what your handles are, where they can follow you.
Yeah, cool. And thanks for having us, brother, for sure. But yes, we are Gamers of the Weeb.
Weeb.
That was so late, guys. Anyways, normally on our videos we're like right on time, but you know,
That's 'cause we're together. Like in person.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's all right though. But yeah, guys, definitely follow us on Twitch. It's going to be on mostly right now. If you want to see some of our older videos, definitely check out Gamers Weeb on YouTube. Our resident artist over here, Bunfu, actually handles our IG. All the same names, just Gamers of the Weeb. So yeah, follow, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and then watch us. You know, watch me rage on some like Overwatch and games when I'm dying a lot.
I hear him
And if you
rage
want to
like
learn
from
Spanish,
2-3 rooms over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
and
fun
then
when I'm walking out at night.
and then Whiskers will do it in Spanish.
yeah, I
Nice.
would literally talk in Spanish, but you know, not the fun words. Mostly the one that everybody really wants to learn fast.
Yeah, nice. And Bunfu, where are you at? The same thing.
Uh, also have my own Twitch, which is called Bunfu, the Bunny Girl. I do arts on there. I do also games. So check that out too.
But at the
I
same
just
time, don't
recently hit
forget,
affiliate.
yeah. And she's also doing a
We all
birthday
have
stream
our
too.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, and I'm doing a birthday stream.
Nice.
For this week.
There you go. Okay, so again, thanks guys for coming out there. This is Jay Hooligan.
Hooligan B.
And again, if you guys like this type of talks that we're having, we'd love to have more guests on here. And but hit that subscribe button down below. Give us a like, share it. Again, you can become a hooligan yourself. Go to patreon.com/hidehooliganfilms and become a hooligan. Or you can help support us by buying one of our RPG IRL shirts or Watery Killsman shirts like the one I'm wearing right now, which is the Got Woods one. We have other ones as well. But yes, thanks again to Gamers of the Weeb. And you guys have a great one.
Thank you guys.
Yes, and we'll see you guys later.
All right, thanks.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Later.